Imagine a painting so valuable that its sale price could buy you over 15,000 brand new Lamborghinis. A single work of art that changed hands for nearly $500 million in just minutes. That's not clickbait, that's the insane reality of the world's most expensive painting ever sold, and you're about to find out exactly what masterpiece commanded that astronomical price. Leave before number 1 and you'll miss the most insane entry on this list. Let's count down from number 10. Number 10, Pendant Portraits of Martin Sullmans and Owapian Coppet by Rembrandt. This pair of matching portraits sold for a combined $180 million in 2016, making it the most expensive Rembrandt ever sold. The paintings feature a wealthy Dutch couple in their wedding attire, and were purchased jointly by the Louvre and the Rijksmuseum to prevent them from leaving Europe. What makes this sale unique is that neither museum could afford the price alone, forcing two rival nations to cooperate for the first time in history. But this Dutch couple's portraits are just the beginning of the astronomical prices you're about to witness. Number 9, Shot Sage Blue Marilyn by Andy Warhol. In May 2022, this pop art icon of Marilyn Monroe's face sold for $195 million, making it the most expensive 20th century artwork ever auctioned. Warhol created the silkscreen portrait in 1964, just 2 years after Monroe's tragic death, using a single publicity photograph from the film Niagara. The painting is one of 5 identical portraits Warhol made, each in different color combinations, and it took only 4 minutes of bidding to reach its record price. The buyer was art dealer Larry Gagosian, proving that even in death, Marilyn Monroe's image is worth its weight in gold times 1,000. Number 8, Number 6, Violet, Green and Red, by Mark Rothko. This massive abstract painting featuring blocks of color sold for $186 million in 2014 to Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev. Measuring over 8 feet tall, the work is part of Rothko's signature style of color field painting that he developed in the 1950s. What's controversial about this sale is that Rybolovlev later sued his art advisor, claiming he was defrauded and overpaid by tens of millions. The lawsuit alleged the advisor purchased the painting for only $80 million and pocketed the difference, turning art dealing into one of the most profitable scams imaginable. Number 7, Les Femmes d'Alger, Version O, by Pablo Picasso. Picasso's vibrant Cubist masterpiece shattered records in 2015 when it sold for $179.4 million at Christie's in New York. The painting is part of a 15-work series Picasso created as a tribute to his friend Henri Matisse after Matisse's death in 1954. It features Picasso's abstract interpretation of harem women, rendered in his signature fractured Cubist style with bold colors. The sale took only 11 minutes and was purchased by former Qatari Prime Minister Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani, proving that oil money and old masters make a very expensive combination. Number 6, Nu Couché by Amedeo Modigliani. This reclining nude painting sold for $170.4 million in 2015, making it the second highest price ever paid at auction at that time. What makes this painting especially valuable is its scandalous history. When first exhibited in Paris in 1917, police shut down the show on opening day because the nudes were considered too obscene. Modigliani painted the work in his signature elongated style, and it's one of only about 30 reclining nudes he created before his death at age 35. The buyer was Chinese billionaire Liu Yiqian, who reportedly paid for it using an American Express card to rack up over $1.5 million in rewards points. Number 5, Mole by Claude Monet. One of Monet's famous haystack paintings sold for $110.7 million in 2019, obliterating the previous record for the Impressionist master. This 1890 painting is part of Monet's groundbreaking series where he painted the same subject at different times of day to capture changing light. What stunned the art world was that pre-sale estimates put it at only $55 million, meaning it sold for nearly double expectations in just 8 minutes of frenzied bidding. The painting had been in the same family collection for over 100 years before hitting the auction block, and its sale proved that Impressionism is still making serious impressions on billionaire bank accounts. Number 4, 3 Studies of Lucian Freud by Francis Bacon. This triptych of Bacon's friend and fellow painter Lucian Freud sold for $142.4 million in 2013, setting the record at the time for most expensive artwork ever sold at auction. Each of the 3 panels shows a distorted view of Freud sitting on a wooden chair, painted in Bacon's signature style of twisted, anguished figures. The sale took only 6 minutes and featured a 10-minute bidding war between multiple phone bidders. What makes this even more remarkable is that Bacon created the work in only 2 weeks in 1969, meaning his hourly rate for those 336 hours worked out to roughly $424,000 per hour. Number 3, The Card Players by Paul Cézanne. In 2011, this quiet scene of French peasants playing cards became the most expensive painting ever sold when the royal family of Qatar purchased it for $250 million in a private sale. Cézanne painted 5 versions of card players between 1890 and 1895, and this version features just 2 players, making it the simplest and most intimate of the series. The other 4 versions are held in major museums including the Musée d'Orsay and the Metropolitan Museum of Art, making this the only one available for private purchase. The price was so high that it remained the world record for most expensive painting for 6 years, but as you're about to see, even $250 million couldn't hold the top spot forever. Number 2, Interchange by Willem de Kooning. This abstract expressionist masterpiece sold for $300 million in September 2015 in a private sale, making it the first painting to break the 300 million barrier. The 1955 painting features de Kooning's signature gestural brushstrokes and a composition that suggests a reclining female figure amid an urban landscape. It was purchased by hedge fund billionaire Kenneth C. Griffin from the David Geffen Foundation in a deal that also included a Pollock for $500 million total. What's mind-blowing is that de Kooning probably spent less than $50 on the canvas and paint, turning art supplies into a 6 million-fold return on investment. But even $300 million seems like pocket change compared to what's coming at number 1. And finally, number 1, Salvator Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci. In November 2017, this 500-year-old painting of Jesus Christ sold at Christie's for an absolutely staggering $450.3 million, making it the most expensive painting ever sold by a margin of $150 million. That's the painting I told you about in the intro, the one that could buy over 15,000 Lamborghinis. What makes this sale even more incredible is that this very same painting was purchased in 2005 for only $1,175 at a small auction house because experts thought it was a copy. After years of restoration and authentication confirming it was a genuine Da Vinci, one of fewer than 20 known to exist, its value increased by over 38 million % in just 12 years. The buyer was Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and the painting's current whereabouts remain a mystery, with many speculating it's hidden on his superyacht. So there you have it, proof that some paint on canvas can be worth more than entire skyscrapers. Drop a comment and let me know which of these insane prices shocked you the most, or if you think any painting could ever be worth $500 million. Smash that like button and subscribe for a brand new top 10 every single day.